Hey everyone, my name is Brandon and welcome back to Cinefessions. So today is going to be a little bit of a lower energy video. If you might be able to tell, I don't know, but I'm still sick. So if you didn't catch the last video, my life update video, definitely go back and check that out because that kind of explains why things have been so sporadic here on the channel over the past really couple of months or so now, or at least a month, I guess. And while they'll continue to be over the next month plus here. So, yeah, just when I posted that video, as I noted while editing, I actually went into the hospital, not me, but my wife. So both of us were there in the hospital. We spent 5 days in the hospital. My baby boy is still not here as of filming this video. And now we're back home. But when I got back home, I ended up being really sick. This is like one of the worst sicknesses I've had in, I can't even tell you when, like it's just knocked me out. And so it's just been one thing after another. So because of that, I just haven't been able to film. And even right now, I really shouldn't be. I'm sure I'm going to have like 5-minute coughing breaks here that I'll cut out of this. But yeah, I just wanted to get something up because my buddy sent me over a couple packages from Amazon as Christmas presents. And so it's the same buddy who sent me over my care package in the last video. So Chris, thank you so much. We always exchange Christmas gifts. And so I knew this was coming. I just didn't know when, but Christmas is only a couple days away as of filming this. And so I want to get these open and share with you guys what I ended up getting. And then on top of that, I did grab some kind of random media. I grabbed some music, both vinyl and CDs, and a couple of books. Well, one book and one graphic novel. So I figured I would just lump that all into one video here. Hopefully this goes live before Christmas. It'll either be a couple days before Christmas or right after Christmas. But yeah, and unfortunately I will still be sporadic here for probably the next, I don't know, couple of months, month or two, I guess I'll say. Just depending on how everything goes with the baby, my sickness, and everything else that life has thrown my way. So first though, I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the last video. I really felt the love in the comments, and that really does mean so much to me, especially in times like this. So thank you guys so much for all of that. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to do the Christmas unboxing last, and we'll start with some books, music, and then we'll do my Christmas gift unboxing at the very end here. So let's get into this, guys. This is a mishmash of a video, but hopefully it'll be something you guys enjoy. I'm just going to start with the CDs because they're up front here. So I actually got all of these from Disc Replay. Now, again, I think all of these purchases were from November, if not November, the first couple of days of December. So yeah, at Disc Replay, they are $2 each and it's buy 3, get 3 free. So these are dollar CDs, which is really good. So let me start with my non-soundtracks, I guess, because half of these are soundtracks and half of them are not. So let me show a couple of embarrassing ones here. So first up, we have an old one from my childhood, Kid Rock, and this is Devil Without a Cause. So this is, as far as I know, I think Kid Rock's first like major album had Bawa to Ba on it, which, being from Detroit, this was a big thing for us. I remember owning this on cassette. Now, don't agree with who he has become and his politics now, but I really enjoyed him when I was younger, so I ended up grabbing this one on CD. A bit nostalgic, and so, yeah, I figured this would be a fun one just to have in the collection. And then another one I had when I was in middle school, I guess. Sugar Ray. 1459. This is such a ridiculous album, but the song I loved on here was Isn't Like 3 Every Morning. That's what it was, Every Morning. And I loved it. It is what it is. I don't know if I like it anymore. I haven't heard it in a very long time, but I figured I would add it back to the collection since, for whatever reason, I just don't own it anymore. So Sugar Ray's 1459 is back in the collection, because why not? And then the last one, I've never owned this one before, but I didn't realize it was buy 3, get 3. And so when he told me, I had to go find one more real fast. And this one looked interesting. It's Dashboard Confessional, and it's MTV Unplugged. So the only like Unplugged I've ever listened to is Nirvana Unplugged. Pretty infamous CD, I would say, or infamous record. And so I figured, yeah, this one looks interesting. I'm not the biggest Dashboard fan, but I've been wanting to learn more about them. I wanted to listen to more of their music, so I figured this would be just a good way to do that. And this one actually is pretty cool because, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there it is. It actually has a DVD of the MTV Unplugged show on it, which is pretty darn cool. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty fun one to add. This is, what is it? Dashboard Confessional MTV Unplugged version 2.0. So maybe it's their second time there. I don't know. And now let's move over to the soundtracks that I found. And these are kind of cool. So first up, tons of Aerosmith on this one. This is Armageddon, the album. I like this movie. It's a Criterion Collection film on DVD, and I just have a good time with it. But there's like a bunch of Aerosmith, like 4 or 5 Aerosmith songs on here. But there's Our Lady Peace on this, John Bon Jovi, Journey is on here, like just some really good bands that I like. And so, yeah, I figured I would add this to the collection. Another cool one for the soundtrack on CD collection, which is growing whenever I can cheap. And then this is actually from a movie I've not seen, but I mean, like, this is 90s gold when it comes to music. This is music from the motion picture Go. Now, this is one that I actually picked up on DVD not that long ago, but I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. But I mean, Len is on here with Steal My Sunshine. I love it. No Doubt, Natalie Imbruglia, like Fatboy Slim. I mean, come on. These are middle school gems for me. Like, I love this. Eagle Eye Cherry. I didn't even realize Eagle Eye Cherry was on here. Like, that's awesome. So I was very excited to find this one. I like it super like minimalist on the CD, and I think that just looks cool. So yeah, another one for that soundtrack collection. And then last but not least, the last CD I was able to find. What a cool one. Twister. What? This is awesome. I love Twister. I mean, who doesn't love Twister? But you got Van Halen, Tori Amos is on here, Alison Krauss and Union Station, Soul Asylum, The Chili Peppers, Goo Goo Dolls, Shania Twain. Like, what an awesome soundtrack on this. So, of course, I was picking this one up. I love Twister, one of the best disaster films out there. I didn't even know this existed, and I just happened to stumble across it. So that was a really cool one. So those are all of the CDs I picked up. So let me get some water, and I'll move over to some of the vinyl I found. All right, so next is just a kind of super random assortment of vinyl records. So if you don't know, and frankly, if you're watching when this is new, you can probably still find some of these at your local Target because they're doing a big clearance on some of their vinyl. Now, it's hit or miss from store to store what's going to be available, but I saw most of these at multiple stores. So I ended up going to 3 Targets, and I found a couple things at 2 of them. One of them apparently didn't have a clearance section, which is so weird, but anyway, first up here, so, and I should mention the prices on these vary. So these are actually cheaper than my $15 Walmart records. These were like, I think all of these were like $10 or less. So this is Jack White's latest, I believe. And what is it called? Entering Heaven Alive. So this one is a really cool looking album. And I really enjoy like White Stripes, which obviously is Jack White's band. But this is his solo stuff, and I've heard that this one is really odd. Now, with everything going on, I have not gotten a spin. I think I spun one of these, and that's it. This one is not that one, though. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out and just seeing what it's all about. And I think this one is just... What is this one? Is it black vinyl? Yeah, this is black vinyl. So, yeah, but just, I don't know. I like Jack White. I have another of his solo albums, and I really enjoyed it, so I figured I'd pick this one up, though I do hear it is a little bit different, but that's okay. And then, I didn't realize this was actually a compilation album from David Bowie. This is Changes One Bowie. And so you can see, like, there is a Ziggy Stardust on here, Suffragette City is on here, Fame, Golden Years, so a lot of really good music, and I just didn't know it was a compilation. I thought it was just a regular album of Bowie's, but yeah, so I figured I would pick that one up and see how that is. That was like super cheap. That was like $7. And then this is one that I wish I would have grabbed when I picked up the Walmart records. This is Halsey. I think it's Halsey. And it is If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. So this is a really cool looking one here. I think this is okay to show. Yeah, the inside's all right. But yeah, just a really cool album. Halsey is just so talented, just great music. And yeah, so excited to dive into this one and give that a spin. And then the last one that I have, was it this one that I listened to? Actually, I think it was Halsey I listened to, and I was really enjoying it. But this last one here, look at that cover art. That is beautiful. But this is Lady Gaga. What is the title of this one? This is Dawn of Chromatica. Like, just an amazing cover art on this one. It is beautiful. And it's like, you know, a good reason to collect vinyl. Like this big, beautiful art. Let me open it up here. That's beautiful. I love it. So, you know, I'm not the biggest Lady Gaga fan in the world, but this was like $8. So I figured, yeah, let's give it a shot, see if it's any good or not. So, yeah. Don't have much to say about these because, like I said, I have not listened to all of them all the way through. And this one actually is a little bit damaged, but again, for the cheap price, it was fine. So,
those were my vinyl.
All right, so the first coughing fit has just been cut out. Anyway, those are the records I picked up. And again, I don't know too much about them right now, but I definitely will be spinning them soon once I have some time to do that. But they were super cheap from Target. So again, check out your clearance section at Target in the electronics area. You'll probably find some. So let's move over to the books now. Only a couple. One book and then one graphic novel. I'll start with the book. So as you guys know, I've been getting back into vinyl again. And I was actually going through all of my albums, and you have my father's old record collection that he gave me a few years ago, and he was a big Beatles fan. I think I've mentioned that in the past. And so I was looking through the Beatle records again and thinking, like, I always consider myself a Beatles fan, but I don't think I've ever listened to their discography from start to finish. And so I want to do that. And I have a good number of them, thanks to him, of original pressings, which is really cool. I guess I don't know if they're original pressings, but they're, you know, from the 70s and 80s. So anyway, I decided, I saw this at Barnes & Noble, and so I thought to myself, this would be a really cool thing to go through as I'm listening. This is The Beatles, A Hard Day's Right, and this is written by Steve Turner, and it's the stories behind every Beatles song, which is just cool. I really love things like this, and so this was actually in the clearance section in like the book annex area at Barnes & Noble. So this was like $10, which is really good. It's a lot more expensive on Amazon, but like it goes through every album with Please Please Me, with the Beatles, Hard Day's Night, and so on, and just talks about the story of every single song. And so like that's just really cool. Lots of pictures in here as well. So I thought that was awesome to have in the collection. So as I'm listening through the Beatles discography as a bit of an homage to my late father, I thought, you know what, this would be a good thing to have too. So I ended up picking this one up. So this is The Beatles, A Hard Day's Right by Steve Turner. And then this next one is, I think, like, technically the first DC omnibus I have in my collection, and it was ridiculously cheap on Amazon sometime back in November. This may have been early November, honestly. Frankly, it may have been October, and it just took a few weeks to ship. But either way, Batman by Grant Morrison, Omnibus Volume 1 is in my collection. Look how big this thing is. Oh, I love it. So cool. It is just huge. So, this is containing Batman 655 through 658 and 663 through 683, plus stories from DC Universe 0, 52, 30, and 47. So, yeah, lots of different issues in this. And I'll be completely honest, I am not the biggest Grant Morrison fan, but I figured for the price on this and it being a big omnibus, which I've wanted in my collection for the longest time, like any omnibus, I thought this would be a really good one to add because it was so, like, this was like $35 or something. And these are normally $75 is the cover price. If you can see that. $75 is the cover price. So I mean, like, you're talking half off. Like, that's amazing. So I had to grab it. I will definitely be getting to this one at some point soon because I love Batman, so I want to read this. So yeah, Batman by Grant Morrison. I'm hoping I like this more than some of the other Morrison stuff I read, but we'll see when we get around to it. So that is the last of the books I've grabbed. So let's get to the Christmas gift unboxing. Okay, so in full disclosure here, I actually opened this when I received another package from Amazon on the same day. I didn't realize that one of them was a Christmas gift from my buddy, while the other one contained all of the movies I had pre-ordered. But that said, I genuinely don't know what's in here. I opened it, I saw something weird, shut it right away, and then opened my other package, and then that's when I realized, oh, this is the gift that I knew was coming, but I just didn't, like, think of it as I was opening it up. So I don't know what's in this one, but it is already open. So let me grab the thing that I thought was kind of strange first to see what it actually is. Yep. Okay, it is soap. So I think what probably happened is that my buddy bought this for himself and accidentally included it as my address instead of his. So I will, send that back to him if that's the case. But yeah, this is soap. So that's funny. That's what I saw and I was like, that's not what I ordered. So let's see what is in here. That's a receipt that I don't want to look at. All right, here we are. Throw that aside. Oh, 13 fanboy. Okay. Some fans love you to death. I believe this is like a fan-made Friday the 13th film. An obsessed fan stalks his favorite actors from the Friday the 13th films and beyond. Oh my God, that is awesome. I am excited about this. That is really cool. Favorite Friday the 13th, an iconic scream queens to slaughter, mirroring his idol Jason Voorhees as he still can't seem to separate the characters in the movies from the real-life personas. That's fantastic, and this is actually from Mill Creek Entertainment. I don't know when this came out. What year is on this? 2022, so I guess this is new. This is awesome. I feel like he mentioned this at one point, but very cool. Thank you, Chris. Looking forward to checking this one out. This is... it doesn't say, it's an hour and 39 minutes, so full-length movie. I am excited about this. This is 13 Fanboy. Very cool. Now let me get this other one opened up, and I'll get that so I can share with you guys what it is. All right, so this is actually an easy one. There we go. This is heavy. I think there's only one thing in here, though. Yeah, this has to be a book. Like, I don't see what else it could be, so let's see. What is this? All right, I have no idea. Demon Seed, Book 1 by Robert M. Floyd, The Everdark Saga. I am so confused. I don't know what this is. This looks odd. Like, the aesthetics on this is amazing. I just have no idea what this is. All right, so let's read the back here. Welcome to the city of Everdark, a beacon of hope and prosperity. It's hard to read, so excuse me. Constructed by the Nocturne Organization following the Reaping, an event where people all over the world became afflicted with demon blight, transforming them into violent creatures known as demons, wielding an ancient power known as Arcana. This is nuts. So it sounds like post-apocalyptic, like has a cyberpunk feel to it, which is awesome. Oh my goodness. Look how small that font is and how long this is. Oh, wow. This is going to take me a while. Over 600 pages with the world's smallest font. This is awesome, though. I'm looking forward to checking out what this is. I don't know how I've not heard of this. This is probably something he told me about like 100 times and my memory is just garbage, so I've forgotten. But I am absolutely texting him as soon as I'm done filming this to see the story behind this. But this is cool. I love the aesthetics. Let me know if you guys have heard of this before and if it's any good or not. But thank you, Chris. This is really cool. I'm excited. So 2 really awesome gifts for Christmas from Chris. So again, bud, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the items that I've sent your way, which you're much better than I am. I know you will not open until Christmas because you're not a child like me, but I couldn't wait any longer. So thank you so much for this. All right, so that is it for my random media haul and my Christmas gift unboxing. So thank you again, Chris. I really do appreciate your awesome Christmas gifts. You do great every single year. So thank you so much for that. And let me know down in the comments below if you guys have been lucky enough to find any super cheap vinyl at your local Target in the clearance section. And let me know what you found if you did. And have you read Batman by Grant Morrison? Is it any good? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on these and anything else. And if you know what Demon Seed is, let me know. Looks amazing. I hope it's really good because it's a lengthy one that is going to have to really pull me in to let me, to make me see through to the end. But I'm excited for it. But anyway, that is it, guys. So again, thank you so much for watching this one. Oh, I guess I should say, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine too. And if you like the content I put out here, really consider hitting that subscribe button. I really do appreciate that. But that is it for today as my voice is just slowly deteriorating. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this one, guys. I will catch you all next time.